Hi guys, it's Happy Conscious Gal here, and I'm on VLCD day 10, and I have to tell you guys that tonight, I just had my first HCG mouth-gasm. You know, like orgasm in the mouth. Yum! I made snapper, and I cooked it in a pan, and then I cooked fennel in it with the pan, and then I put it under the grill and just grilled it off so it was a bit crunchy at the top, and it was so yum, just with some spices and some broth. And it's so funny because, like, who would have thought that I'm actually probably cooking tastier meals on HCG HCG phase 2 than I do normally, because actually I don't tend to really cook normally. I eat mainly raw foods and things that require under 10 minutes preparation. Usually I'll just chop a salad for dinner. You know, so for this, because I can't do that, I'm having to actually learn to use spices and cook things properly. And anyway, it's really yummy, and I wasn't expecting that. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm learning to eat fish much more than I normally do because I actually am vegetarian. I eat fish and eggs, but I don't eat meat. But I normally only eat fish maybe once a week. So having it twice a day at the moment, occasionally eggs. And it's opening up a whole new world for me. I'm trying lots of different white fish and obviously prawns and things like that, and discovering that I love prawns. I love snapper, and there's a few other fish that I don't find too bad. So I think when I come out of this onto P3 and then P4, I'm going to introduce a lot more fish into my diet. So that's a really great thing that's coming out of this for me. And this is my first vlog for this round, which is my first round ever of HCG, and I really just felt like doing a vlog because I've watched so many people's vlogs, and it really inspired me, you know, to watch their journey. And oh, just checking my video is still working. It's gone black. Oh, it is. Yeah, good. You can see, not really sure what I'm doing with the camera. You know, I was so inspired by other people's vlogs, and I didn't see that many Aussies out there doing them, and I'm an Australian. And I tend to have a slightly different approach to life. I'm very much about learning and growth and personal transformation and spirituality. So I thought it'd be fun to do a vlog from that perspective and brings, you know, my perspective to it. And it's been really interesting so far. I've been on the protocol for 10 days, plus the 2 gorging days, as I call them, where I gorge myself stupid. Actually, to be honest, the hardest days for me so far were the 2 loading days because I tend to eat a fairly healthy lifestyle. Obviously, I still have a lot of fat on me anyway, for other reasons, which I'll talk about later. It's not so much from my food, although there are some food contributors. But I'm not used to eating much junk food. If I do eat junk food, it'll just be one bit of junk food, like a chocolate bar or a packet of chips, but not like 24 hours of junk food, 48 hours of junk food. So by the end of the 2 days, I was like really sick, like diarrhea. I don't think my body's ever absorbed that much grease before. So I was really, it kind of was good because it showed me that I don't like those foods actually. And, you know, when you remove the emotional reasons for eating them, because in my case, usually if I was to eat junk food, it would be for emotional reasons, you know, like at home at night, alone in front of the TV, you know, craving some company, so I eat chocolate, or I've got my periods, or I eat a little junk food, or I've had a fight with my sister and it's freaked me out, so I need some chocolate. But what was interesting was when I had no emotional justification for eating the junk food on the loading days, they made me feel sick. I didn't even really enjoy them. And I ate croissants, chips, donuts, you know, a whole big thing of brie. I ate Ferrero Rocher chocolate, I ate Lindt chocolate, I ate all my favourite chocolates when I was a kid. I ate, you know, a million things I always eat, like avocado and coconut oil. But I added a lot of junk in. Anyway, so it kind of showed me that when you remove the emotional triggers, I actually don't like junk food. But that was massive revelation number 1. And it's been like 7 days of revelations, actually, sorry, 10 days of revelations since then. Pretty much every day I've had a revelation. Oh, I don't even know where to start. I've had so many revelations. But I think I'll share with you today's revelation because it's been quite a big one. Okay, how can I explain it? Well, firstly, I'm extremely tired right now. I know I probably don't seem tired because I'm very perky because I just ate my snapper with fennel and I had a mouth-gasm. And I'm feeling amazing because I just ate and I'm all excited to do this vlog. But if you'd seen me 2 hours earlier, I'm really actually quite tired today. And the reason I'm tired is I stayed up until nearly 4 in the morning last night. And I'll tell you why in a minute. But what's interesting is I've actually been making a commitment to myself to go to bed early during this first round I'm doing, because I'm actually using this protocol as a chance to change a lot of my fundamental habits that I think have contributed to my body weight. And one of those habits is not listening to my body and pushing myself and being all in my head with ideas and creativity and staying up really late and not getting proper sleep. When you're not getting proper sleep, your body can't function properly, and one of those processes that it needs to do is burn fat and eliminate waste and metabolize foods. And so I'm already doing my body a disservice by not getting proper sleep. So that must be interfering with metabolizing fat, because that's a body process and all body processes require sleep. So I actually came up with a long list of goals I want to get out of this round, and I think I've got, how many have I got? 14 of them, and only one of them is to do with losing weight or shedding fat. And that kind of astonished me, but I can tell you about that later. But one of the points on this list was my 14 goals on this program. One of them is to get into a new habit of winding down at night and going to bed when I'm sleepy instead of revving myself up. And I thought it would be easier to break that habit while I'm not eating food at night, because usually, even though I have a very healthy dinner, always, because I pretty much have a very healthy lifestyle, mainly raw food, a bit of protein, but I tend to then, sitting in front of the TV or hanging out with friends or hanging out with my partner, my boyfriend, snack. And sometimes it's healthy snacks, sometimes it's not healthy snacks, but either way, it's food, and it's food that I don't need because I'm not hungry. And then I'm up late at night, I'm all awake because I've eaten at midnight or I've eaten at 1 in the morning, and I'm awake and I don't sleep, and I don't go to sleep 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Wake up the next day very tired, and my body's sluggish, and obviously a sluggish body can't burn fat, and so it's part of the problem. It's one of the 14 things contributing to the problem. And I'm going to be shifting all 14 of these things on this HCG protocol, because I see these 4 weeks as an opportunity to shift a lot of things aside from my body fat. Because I'm taking food out of the equation for 4 weeks. It gives me a chance to look at a whole lot of other stuff. So anyway, as I said, one of the things I'm looking at shifting is getting into a new habit of winding down at night, going to bed when I'm sleepy, going to bed early. And last night I didn't. The first time in the whole 10 days, I had one of my typical happy conscious gal, stay up really, really late, got a creative idea, I'll tell you what it was in a minute, stayed up working on it till 4 in the morning, made it amazing, and then woke up the next day, this morning, exhausted. I mean, bags under my eyes. They're probably gone now after the amazing snapper, but they were there. And just buggered, basically, as we say in Australia. Very tired. And I had my lowest weight loss for the whole 10 days this morning. Now, it must be because I got no sleep. There's no other explanation. I've done everything else the same yesterday. And it totally makes sense to me, and my intuition tells me that it's true, that it's because I didn't get enough sleep. I'm also very lucky that my partner, Alan, he's quite a psychic person, and he does a process called dowsing, where he uses a pendulum to get answers to questions. And I asked him this morning, is the reason my weight loss was much lower because I didn't get sleep? And his pendulum said, yes. So that confirmed the obvious truth that my intuition already knew, which is that if you don't get enough sleep, your body can't do all the elaborate processes that it's trying to do on HCG, which is, changing your whole way your body uses leptin and stores it in your fat cells and all the stuff that everyone's talking about on these forums about the metabolism of fat. So I got in the way of that last night. Anyway, I don't feel too bad because I have actually lost 13.3 pounds so far on this protocol, and I'm only up to day 10, which is 6 kilograms here in Australia. So that's a huge amount from after the gorging until now. So I'm not worried about it. It's just a small blip, but it's really good that I've noticed it, because now I'm going to make sure I get proper sleep every night. And so I just wanted to share that with all of you in case sleeping is a factor for you also on this protocol. So I'll see you guys soon.